Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to the Guild Wars 2 PvP video. Today I'll just be playing on Thief. This will just be me gameplay in the background, and I'll be talking about ranked basics and kind of what to do to prepare for ranked season 3. So hopefully I can help you guys get to the division you want to. Hopefully that's legendary or diamond. But yeah, ranked is pretty straightforward if you have a good team comp. That's probably the main thing. The people know their specific roles, you know how to counter the enemy, and you know your rotations, and basically map awareness as well. So map awareness comes through practice. The more you play PvP, the more you'll kind of be able to predict where the enemy is on the map, and you'll have a better idea of like your own map awareness. And then rotations, the more you play again, you'll know when to rotate, so I'll go through that in a bit. And like you'll need to know the points and when to engage and disengage is also very important. Disengaging just means you won't die in the team fight and you'll live, so you can rotate to another point, which is very important. And then let's go through. I won't go through specific maps today, so like I'll leave map specific ranked guides for later, because there's like many different tips and things, and like there's different things on different maps, like on temple areas the buffs, and then on Forest of Niflhel there's the beasts and all that shit. But yeah, basically at the start of a match there's, or on every PvP map there's home, mid and far. So at the start of a match, most likely, let's chuck this over here, most likely one of your teammates goes home and 4 of them go mid. This is in most ranked solo queue type games. There's many different splits you can do at the start though. 1 can go home, 3 can go mid, and 1 can go far. This only works though if you have a bunker at mid. So like for example, if your team is like mine, we could afford to go mid, because we could afford to do a 1-3-1 split, because we have an Ellie and a Druid, which are 2 tanky classes. Let's say we had an NG as our last player, he could go far, and we could still hold the mid fight, possibly even win it with this composition, and I could grab home and then quickly come over to mid and get down for our team. But if you have like 2 Necros and a Warrior, it's a bad idea to go 1-3-1 split, because that composition has very little sustain, and you wipe at mid, and then if your guy doesn't win the 1v1 at far, that's not worth it for your team as well. So that's a starting split. Then usually a good rotation, especially on Legacy, is 1-4, and then when your team gets it downed at the mid, so as soon as you down someone and kill them at mid, so then you outnumber them at mid, it's a 4v3 your way. One of your teammates should go far, and then you can get the decap on far, possibly even the full cap, so then you're winning the rotation. It's nice that we got Legacy actually. I can kind of show off some rotation stuff here. I'll also make a video about blink spots and all that shit soon. I'm running the wrong weapons, dagger, pistol. Yeah, I'll make a video about blink spots soon and all that stuff. But yeah, so let's say they start 1 home, we start 1 home, and we have 4-4. Then we down 1 and kill 1. Their enemy comes here, we outnumber them, I'm going to go far and decap that, possibly even full cap it. And then we're going to still win mid, and we'll have far while we're at it as well. Is this guy going to jump me? Nope, nice and friendly, cool. Then, second of all, you need to pick a good build and practice it, so I recommend starting that around now, or if you play PvP at all, you should be good at least one build. Try to stay away from multi-classing at the start, so if you're new to PvP, stick to one class, don't try and play all of them. Like right now I can play every class, I can just switch to what the team needs, but that's just because I've played for a longer time. But yeah, things I recommend: Engineer. If you don't have Heart of Thorns, stick to something like, what's good build? Non-Heart of Thorns. Guardian. Ranger's not terrible. Mesmer's not terrible. Thief is pretty terrible without Heart of Thorns. But yeah, with Heart of Thorns, learn a build. I recommend Scrapper. Really powerful. Ellie as well. So those are like 2 tanky sustain builds. Druid is really fun as well. But damage-wise, you could go Thief or Guardian. I find Trap Guardian really fun. 2 people standing on a point doesn't make it cap faster, so that's a big thing I always see people do in lower level PvP games, so just learn that. And when your team is losing a team fight, so let's say the enemy team has 4 people on mid and you have 2, it's a bad idea for you to go to mid and make it a 3v4, you should instead go to far or home and help win that fight. It'll be really hard to play and talk. Shit, I just realized that. Okay, but yeah, we're gonna jump in on the Necro here. I'm lagging a fair bit as well, or whatever. So yeah, never rush into a lost team fight. Again, when you respawn and don't always go home. Like you can start when you respawn by going far. Like see for example here we have a downed, or did we? Go back up. Oh yeah, we have a dead. We have 2 dead. I'm gonna try and blink out here. When you kill someone who's downed and you're downed as well, you rally, so you come back to life. My team's not gonna res me, are they? I'm just gonna go stealth. Yeah, I'm dead. So yeah, it would be a good time now for my team to disengage and go far, so we can get that decap over there. When you see someone who's downed, try and res them, but if they're getting cleaved on, which means when someone's downed, usually you drop a lot of damage on them, because that means when other people try to res, you'll usually get them down as well, so that's very beneficial. But see, right now, it's not good for me to go to mid, because we're losing mid, even though it's the enemy point as well, so you never really want to fight on an enemy point, so that's a big thing. This is an enemy point as well, but we can possibly decap it. Looks like a 1 fight as well. Or maybe not. Oh, that was weird. But yeah, so you don't really want to fight on the enemy points because there's no reason to. They'll just be ticking points away and they have kind of control over you if you do that. But when you own the point, you want to try and stay on it as long as possible to avoid the decap. Especially if you're a bunkery class, never leave the point. Like a thief, because I'm on thief right now, I obviously can leave the point quite often. And I do have to survive. But if I was like a druid or an Ellie, I would not leave the point very often at all, because we have to keep it capped in our favor. So right now we have 2 at mid. Also, always look at the map. You know, I can't stress that enough. You kind of play off the map. Once you learn your skills of the class, you don't really need to look at your skills ever. Oh god, I downed again. But yeah, once you learn the skills of your class, you never really need to look at them, so you can kind of play off the map and your enemy's health. But that should always just be in the top of your screen. Yeah, so stay on the points that you have captured, and you don't really need to fight on enemy points that you don't have captured. So this... Yeah, we got the res out far, so we could maybe come back from that. We do have mid now as well, and we see the enemy is pushing into mid, so we're going to go and help that. We did see the thief, though, on this mid point, so he's probably going to head to home. But we see he's actually on mid right now. But yeah, you've got to watch out for your home point. Don't let that get decapped too much. I'm actually playing terribly at the moment. Okay, so now we have 5 at mid. Oh, most of our team is basically a mid, so obviously they're going to send one of their players to our home point, so that's what they did. And we're going to try and stop that. I can't even fight Guardians right now. So auto attacks us down. Okay, he dropped traps then. Yeah, I'm down. It's terrible. Okay, but yeah, pushing far as well is again very strong play, but you don't always want to cap it, so I'll give you a scenario in which you would want to and not want to. He's not going to res me, whatever. So if your team is in a 4v4 at mid and you're on a thief, you can quickly go and decap far and come back to stop the enemy from actually ticking up points, and then you'll quickly get back into the fight, so you'll be at an advantage because you own home, and then you're fighting on mid and maybe no one owns it, and then you decapped far, so you're ticking 1 point per second and the enemy's ticking 0 because of your decap just then, and you won't be out of the fight for very long. But if your team is in like a 2v3 and you leave and go far, that's a really bad idea, because just common sense. You don't want to leave your teammates outnumbered if you can help it. Like right now, we own this midpoint and the Necro is fighting on it, which is not a good idea on his part, because he could be off point now free casting us, getting a couple down or low at least, me for example, and then they don't need to be on this point at all. And now this guy's rezzing him, so I can just free cast on him very easily, and we're going to just wait for him actually. Then we're going to jump on the Ellie. Also, when you're a damage dealing build, try and focus, don't always focus the bunkers first, but when you have to, you should do it. This Ellie's lagging a lot. He's over here right now. Okay, whatever. Then see the Revs on fire. Just going to check over there if anyone is fighting him. Or also on damage type builds, you want to +1 fights. So that means if you're 1v1ing, if your ally is 1v1ing on far, you're going to go over there and help them down the guy and then come back to your own fight. But yeah, I'm not going to go through like map type things like when to Lord Rush, but basically Lord Rush when you hit 350 points. You don't always have to though. If you're winning by a big lead, just keep your capture points. So yeah, we have home, we have mid. It's not the best idea to push far right now, so we're going to hold these 2 points. And now we know they're going to push in mid because they just had one off far fight. So we're going to be ready to gank them over there. We don't have to though, so we're going to wait back on the point. Oh shit, we're dead. That was a bad idea. Stealthing up. I'll jump on the thief or the warrior actually. 5k. We're going to jump out of that one. Gonna get back on the warrior. Oh no, maybe not. Okay, but yeah. So let's check out the rotations. 1v1 at home, we're winning that, and we got it downed at mid. So when there's downed, you cleave on it. So that just means drop a lot of your damage on downed. Don't overcommit though, because you could die. Because enemies could drop CCs before they res and things like that, even though it's unlikely. So yeah, don't overcommit to a res yourself either. I might go down here. Yeah, we're down. That Guardian got a good longbow 5 on us. Necros are getting a big nerf in survivability next patch with the... what's it called? With the Mercenary Amulet nerf as well, so we shouldn't have to worry about that anymore. Capture points. If enemies pop an invulnerability skill like Mist Form or Obsidian Flesh or Distortion, things like that, they can't capture the point. Same for like Elixir S. What else? Any type of stealth prevents capture point prevention, so don't stealth and try and cap a point. If a Mesmer places a portal on your home point, you better watch that, because he'll just decap it whenever he feels like it, and that's a very strong play. That's why most teams run a Mesmer for the portal. It gives you map presence. I'll speak about Mesmer map presence in a further video. But yeah, basically the more you play, the more you'll learn your rotations. Like right now we see one player's here. We're winning fast, so I don't need to go there. The enemy team has mid, so it's not the best idea to go in here at the moment. But we can still afford to do it anyway, because we're not going to go home for the 1v1. If we were on a better class, we would do that. So you've got to also know your class and your limits and stuff like that. Like if I was playing Condimes, I'd just rush home and kill him. Far looks like it's in a bit of trouble now. Like look at your enemy's health and look at your allies' health and know where they are as well. Things like that. We're going to go help that if we don't die. Yeah, we just... oh shit, it's terrible. Can't play and talk at the same time. Hopefully we'll get rezzed here. Yeah, we should get rezzed. But it looks like we're winning far now. He's going to drop traps on us. Is that the Ellie Obsidian fleshing? Hopefully. Hopefully Ellie doesn't die, but yeah. What maps does rotations like? No, I'm really bad at rotating on what's it called, Spirit Watch, because that's just a map that I don't play, and Skyhammer as well is a bit iffy. But hopefully they'll add those maps to ranked next season. That'll be cool. Come on. Okay, they're bringing Condi Warrior into that. I'm out. That's their point. So right now, home is empty. So that was a rotation on my part. Sacrificing mid. We might not even lose mid because our team rotated into the point, and I'm going to decap home and full cap it. So that was a rotation there. I looked at the map. I knew that the enemy team couldn't be here, and I just checked to make sure. Always check if someone's on a point. Like if this was their point and there was someone on it, and I saw that over there, I wouldn't bother going for it. I'd help my team at mid first. For example, I'm going to jump on the Guardian. Okay, nice. Gonna stomp him there. And boom, he's dead. We're going to Ellie. Ellie down as well. Okay, we're gonna get interrupts on the warrior. Then let's get some spin to wins going. Spin to win! You ain't Condi bumming me. Condi Warrior is getting a big nerf as well, which is unfortunate though, because that was basically its only strong build. And timed this correctly. Nice. Get the nice and easy stomp. And sweet, we have mid. So now look, team 1v1 at far. We won that already. 2v1 at far, sorry. So we're going to go help home. Home is the 1v1. So you got to look for things like that. especially when you're like off point. Also, do not fight off point. That's a big thing. Holy shit, I almost forgot about that. It's completely irrelevant for you to fight off point unless your team's stomping or like, and you have a massive lead and you just want to troll them. But yeah, do not fight off point at all. You do not need to, unless you're slowing someone down from getting to a point. Maybe that's like the only situation I'd tell you to do it. So let's say it's fighting off point doesn't contribute to the point fights in any way and team fights. So let's say my team is in a 3v3 at mid or a 3v2 at mid. Like the enemy has 3 and then someone's coming towards them. It's not beneficial for me to fight off point. I should go help my team instead on the point. We won that game. Sweet. I played pretty badly. Excuse that. Sorry. But yeah, ranked guide. I made one good play with the Guardian. What else? Anything else to talk about? If you guys have any questions about like how to prepare for ranked and stuff, hit me up. If you want to grab a build, just check out the builds on the channel. Yeah, I recommend Engineer, LE, things like that. Things like stability, you don't CC the enemy while they have stability up. What's it called? Yeah, anything else? Swiftness, try and give swiftness at the start of matches to get to points faster, so you start ticking before the enemy team. Don't focus objectives that much, focus points more. When you have 2 points, you don't have to rush far, don't feel like you have to, like sticking with 2 points is better than nothing. When the enemy team is zerging mid, they have like 4 people on mid, and they're destroying you with like minion mances and shit. It's better off for you to hold the side points, so hold home and far, that's sides. What else? Anything else? No, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, ask me. But yeah, thanks for watching ranked PvP type guide. It was hard to play and record at the same time. But yeah, hope you guys liked it. Thanks for watching and see you guys next time. Subscribe for more videos.